everybody. When a child is orphaned or taken into care, that child suffers a great loss. As somebody adopted as a child, I often find it hard to accept that adoption loss is the only trauma in the world where the victims are expected by the whole of society to be grateful. Imagine how daunting it can be, losing the love of your birth parents and learning to accept the love of a new family. When I moved to America, I was absolutely horrified to find out that birth records were sealed.
Now, as a resident of New Jersey, she is testifying before the State Assembly's Human Services Committee, which is considering opening adoption records here.
Everybody says you're chosen. You know, when you're adopted, you're chosen, you feel special. Well, when you're adopted, I mean, for me, I didn't feel chosen and special because I knew somebody didn't choose me to begin with.
Absolutely.
So children think about things very differently from the parent. And the thing that bothers me a lot in society today is the focus again on, I wanted a child, yep. I chose. But you know what? The child is going to have issues by not knowing. That is the reality.
Zara, you've written a remarkable book about your experience titled Mother Me. We're looking at it right there. Now, you were in the same situation, correct?
Well, I actually found out I was adopted from when I was very young. And so I grew up always knowing, but I always wanted to know who my birth family were, you know, who my mother was.
Why is that so important?
Because I never felt complete. I felt the void all the time from when I was younger. What I'm going to be interested to see is that how you change during this journey and what emotions really start coming up, like the real true emotions that start coming up. Adoptees tend to live in this fantasy, and then when the story starts becoming real, like, what is your story? But I tell you, I don't regret ever finding out my story. I don't regret it, because no matter how challenging it's been, it has given me a sense of myself that I've never had before.